Okay, good morning, children. So, last day we have learned the lesson, and we were studying about the grammar portion, right? So, last day we were studying about which grammar, do you remember? We were studying about Visheshan and Visheshya, then Kriya and Kriya Visheshan. So, I'll go through that grammar portion once again. Okay. So, we were learning about Visheshan, then Visheshya. So, last class we have learned about Visheshan and Visheshya. Okay. So, what was Visheshan? Do you remember? What was Visheshan? Visheshan means adjective, right? When a word is describing about a noun, that word is called Visheshan. Visheshan means adjective. Here we have learned morom wala baag, पेड़ों वाला घर, फूलों वाली क्यारी, स्कूल वाला रास्ता, हंसने वाला बच्चा, मूंछों वाला आदमी. So here the first part, these words were saying some specialty about the second part, right? So the first part was called as Visheshan, and about what we were saying, that is called as Visheshya. So Visheshan and Visheshya. Right? I'm just going through the portion what we have learned in the last class, because some of you were having some doubts with regard of this Visheshan, Visheshya. So I just want to make it more clear. Okay? So I'm not saying the meanings of all these things because in the last class I have explained. So next comes, so Visheshan, Visheshya, is it clear? Visheshan and Visheshya, is it clear? When we describe something about someone, okay? That describing word is called Visheshan, and about what we are describing is called the Visheshya. So don't forget and don't get confused about this Visheshan and Visheshya. So once it is clear, we'll go for the next topic. I hope it is clear. Then we have learned Kriya Visheshan and Kriya. So here we learned Visheshan, Visheshya, and now we are going to learn about Kriya Visheshan. Kriya Visheshan. Kriya Visheshan, then Kriya. Okay, so Visheshan, you know. What do you mean by Visheshan? Visheshan means adjective. And Kriya Visheshan means adverb. When we describe about an action, how the action is happening, and that type of words are called Kriya Visheshan. Okay, when we describe about an action, that describing word is called as Kriya Visheshan, and the verb is called as Kriya. So I hope now these four topics are clear to you. First we have learned Visheshan. Visheshan means adjective. Visheshya means about what we are describing, that is called Visheshya. For example, in English we can say that red flower, right? So about what you are saying, we are saying about the flower. What we are saying about the flower? We are saying that it is red in color, right? So we are saying the specialty that the flower is red. So red is Visheshya, and about what we said, about flower we said. So that is Visheshan. Okay? And in second portion, so we are saying running fast. So running is an action word, right? So how we are saying, how we are describing about the verb, that process is happening very fastly. So that fast word is Kriya Visheshan. Okay? First word is Kriya Visheshan, and what was the action happening? Running. That is Kriya. So I hope now it is clear for you. Visheshan, Vishesham, Kriya Visheshan and Kriya. In the last class I have said you to complete these two portions in your notebook, right? I hope that you have completed also. And the answers just I will tell you. First one was Morom Wala. Second was Pedom Wala. Next was Poolom Wali. Next School Wala. Here, next Hasne Wala. Then Moonchom Wala. So these all were used as Visheshan. And the second part, Bagh, Ghar, Kyari, Rasta, Becha, Admi. These are Visheshya. Right? These were the answers. And I think you have completed in your notebook. Next one, here Kriya, Visheshan and Kriya. Sentences meaning I have explained already in the last class. So the answers in the first sentence. Kriya Visheshan. There is a Kriya in the sentence. First, what is the Kriya? Dhusne lagi. Gulping. Okay, eagerly eating. So how Sonali was eating it? Jaldi jaldi. So in this sentence, Kriya is dhusne wali, dhusne lagi, and Kriya Visheshan is jaldi jaldi. So in the second sentence, this one is Kriya and Luthatti is Kriya Visheshan. Then Samanya hone laga is Kriya and Kriya Visheshan dheere dheere. Then in the next sentence, Giri is Kriya and Dhapse is Kriya Visheshan. Then Chapata. Chapna means fall on someone. So how fall? Furti se. Suddenly, fastly. Then Bait Gaya is Kriya. Sahamkar, fearly, fear, with fear. So Sahamkar is Kriya Visheshan and Bait Gaya is Kriya. Then Bad Gai, increased is Kriya, suddenly is the Kriya Visheshan. So I hope it is clear. We have already completed this portion in the last class and some of you were having doubts with regard of this 4 topics. So I hope it is clear now. So we will do the exercise portion. Okay. Visheshan we have learned, right? Visheshan we learned, Visheshya we learned, Kriya we learned, and Kriya Visheshan also we have learned. What I am going to do is, I'll just read the sentences. Okay? I'll read the sentence and I'll explain the meanings of the sentence. I'll explain the meaning also. So you have to be careful and just make a note which word meanings you don't know. Okay? The words meaning which you don't know, you have to just write down that. So that at the last of this section, I'll be asking questions to you to find out Visheshya and Visheshan. If you want to answer, for these questions, you have to understand the meaning. Clear? So I'll explain the meaning first. Make note of that. If you don't know any word meanings, numbers you can put. You can write Visheshan or Visheshya in your rough book. You just write Visheshan and Visheshya in your rough book. Then first put number 1 and which all words you doesn't know, you can just write down. Otherwise the whole sentence meaning you can write. Later I will give you a chance to answer for these questions so that you have to answer. Okay? First sentence, मेज पर काला चश्मा रखा है. A black spectacles are kept on the table. So what is the meaning of the first sentence? A black specs is kept on the table. Sentence, is it clear? Okay. I hope you have written also. A black specs is kept on the table. That is the meaning of the first sentence. Next one is यह बहुत बड़ा पेड़ है. And the meaning of that sentence is this is a big tree. This is a big tree. So that was the meaning of the second sentence. Do you know for what it is written? What you have to find out from this sentence? Did you understand? Vishesha or Visheshan you have to find out from this sentence. Okay? I am saying the meanings of each sentence. Next, आसमान का रंग नीला है. आसमान का रंग नीला है means the sky's color is blue. The sky's color is blue or the sky is in blue color. Next sentence, मोहन एक अच्छा लड़का है. मोहन एक अच्छा लड़का है means मोहन is a very good boy. मोहन is a very good boy. So that is the meaning of fourth sentence. Next sentence, fifth one, कौवा काला होता है. Crow is in black color. Crow is in black color. Next sentence comes, फूल का रंग लाल है means the color of the flower is red. The color of the flower is red. Next comes, घर का खाना स्वादिष्ट है. The homely food is so tasty. The food which prepares at our house is so tasty. Homely food is very tasty. So I hope all these sentence meaning you have noted down in your books. So we go for the next page. Next one, घर का कमरा बड़ा है. The room of our house is so big. घर का कमरा बड़ा है. The room of our house is big. Next sentence, रीता सुंदर है. रीता is so beautiful. Next, यह जानवर बहुत छोटा है. This animal is very small. Now here this is the end of Vishesha and Visheshan. Vishesha you remember, right? And Visheshan also. Vishesha means about what we are saying, that is called Vishesha, and what we are describing all is called Visheshan. So next comes Kriya or Kriya Visheshan. Kriya means, do you remember Kriya means? Yes, Kriya means verb and Kriya Visheshan means adverb. So in this sentence you have to find out which is verb and which is adverb. Okay, so first sentence, राकेश मजे से गा रहा है. राकेश मजे से गा रहा है means Rakesh is singing in a great joy. Rakesh sings in a great joy. He is singing in a great joy, enjoying his song. Okay. Next, बच्चा तेजी से भाग रहा है. बच्चा तेजी से भाग रहा है means the child is running very fast. Okay. The child is running very fast. Next, राम धीरे धीरे चल रहा है. Ram is walking very slowly. राम धीरे धीरे चल रहा है means Ram is walking very slowly. Next, माँ बच्चे को प्यार से बुला रही है. माँ बच्चे को प्यार से बुला रही है. Mother, in love, she is calling her child. She is calling her child in love. Okay, not in anger. She is much love towards. She feel love towards her child, and she is calling in that love. She is calling her child. Next, Narendra ध्यान पूर्वक. Here there is a correction. Okay, it is not pata. Here dha word should be there. So Narendra ध्यान पूर्वक पढ़ता है. नरेंद्र ध्यान पूर्वक पढ़ता है. Means Narendra is learning very carefully. He's concentrating on his studies. So how he is learning? With full concentration he is learning. Then next sentence, Piyush अच्छी तरह काम करता है. Piyush is the name of a person and he works very perfectly. In a very good manner he works. Next one, Amit अच्छा गाता है. Amit sings well. Amit sings well. Next, वे ध्यान पूर्वक सुन रहे हैं. He is listening very carefully. वे means they are listening very carefully. मीना मधुर गाती है. Meena sings so sweet. Her song is so sweet. In a sweet voice she sings. बच्चे जोर से चिल्ला रहे हैं. The children are screaming in a very loud voice. So how they are screaming? In a very loud voice they are screaming. So these were the meanings. So these were the meanings, and at the last 10 minutes of this section I'll be asking the questions. So I hope you will be answering for all these questions. Here there is a question answer section. You have completed your lesson, first lesson, right? I'll just read the question and then I explain the meanings also, so that when you get these question answers through as messages, these question answers will be sent you through messages. So while writing it, you can understand. And difficult word meanings, you can note it down now itself. Okay. So now comes question answer from your lesson, and the questions are not given in the lesson, back side of the lesson. So I have given some questions on the basis of the lesson what you have learned. So here comes the first question. चिड़िया खाने में क्या पसंद करती है? चिड़िया खाने में क्या पसंद करती है? What the bird like to eat? So in the lesson we have learned what the bird like to eat. दूध भरे ज्वार के दाने. What is the answer? दूध भरे ज्वार के दाने. दूध भरे, do you remember the meaning of दूध भरे? Milky. ज्वार के दाने, jar and bajra's grains, right? The grains of bajra and jar. So चिड़िया खाने में क्या पसंद करती है? In the first question, did you see the question word? What is the question word? क्या is the question word. So instead of this question word, you can answer, you can write the answer. What is the answer for the question word kya? Kya means what? So what it like to eat? It like to eat दूध भरे ज्वार के दाने. Only this much part is there to fill, and rest of the sentence are there in the sentence is there in the question. So when you write the answer, you can start from the question like चिड़िया खाने में. Instead of question word kya, you have to fill दूध भरे ज्वार के दाने. Then again you have to complete from the question पसंद करती है. पसंद करती है. Okay. Next question, चिड़िया किसका दिल टटोलती है? चिड़िया किसका दिल टटोलती है? टटोलना word, do you remember what is the meaning of टटोलना? Groping. Groping means blindly searching for something. So चिड़िया किसका दिल, whose heart is groped by the birds. The birds are groping someone's heart. Here heart means the river's body. Okay, the birds are taking water from the river. No, so the poet gives a concept that it is the water's body is like water's heart. So here The question is, चिड़िया किसका दिल टटोलती है? Whose heart is groped by these birds? So, किसका is the question word and the meaning of the किसका is whose. So, चिड़िया जल से भरी उफनती नदी की दिल टटोलती है. So, instead of किसका we have used जल से भरी उफनती नदी. उफनती नदी means speedy river. The speedy river with water. The river which has water. Okay, so not dried river, it is a river which has lot of water in that and it is flowing in a very high speed. So, चिड़िया किसका दिल टटोलती है? चिड़िया इंस्टेड ऑफ किसका वर्ड वी विल राइट जल से भरी उफनती नदी की दिल, then from the question टटोलती है. So we will start from the question and we will end on the end by the question. Next third sentence, कविता में कैसी चिड़िया का वर्णन किया गया है? कविता में in poem कैसी चिड़िया means which type of bird का वर्णन किया गया है. About what type of bird is described in the poem? Which type of bird is described in the poem? Do you remember what was the specialities of the bird? That we have to write it here. So answer is कविता में छोटी नील पंखों वाली चिड़िया का वर्णन है. So first point is that in the poem a small blue feather bird is described. So first point is that bird was having blue feathers, right? A small blue feather bird. So first sentence is कविता में from the question itself we can start. कविता में कैसी चिड़िया, which type of bird, instead of which type we will write छोटी नील पंखों वाली चिड़िया. Okay, छोटी नील पंखों वाली चिड़िया means small bluish feather sparrow का वर्णन है. About that it is described. And now we can add more description about the bird, like जो संतोषी और साहसी है. जो means which. We have described about a bluish feather sparrow which is very santoshi and sahasi. Santoshi means happy or satisfied. Sahasi, brave, which is very brave and satisfied. उसे स्वतंत्रता से घूमना पसंद है and it like to fly in free. It want to be free. Okay. So that 3 points are there in that sentence. So first one was it is a bluish feather sparrow, and second thing is it is very satisfied and brave, and third thing that it like to fly freely. So next one, fourth question, कविता में चिड़िया की क्या क्या विशेषता बताई गई है? So what all the things were said about the bird in this poem? See, कविता में चिड़िया की क्या क्या विशेषता, which all specialities were said in this poem. So नीले पंखों वाली छोटी चिड़िया संतोषी है. So was like what all specialities were said about the bird in this poem. Okay, so the answer is like नीले पंखों वाली छोटी चिड़िया संतोषी है जिसे अन्न से बहुत प्यार है. What was the specialty said here? That the bluish feather sparrow is satisfied and it love to have food. It love food grains. So that is the answer for the fourth question. See, listen. Third and fourth questions answer you can write this one. Okay. No need of learning the second thing separately because both questions meaning is almost same. Question is there. Okay. here, as I said, for third and fourth you can write the same answer. Third question's answer you can write. Okay, so fifth question I'll explain. इस कविता के माध्यम से कवि क्या संदेश देना चाहते हैं? What message the poet want to give through this poem? आंसर इज, इस कविता के माध्यम से कवि यह संदेश देना चाहते हैं कि हमें संतोषी स्वभाव का होना चाहिए. वी शुड बी हैप्पीएस्ट पर्सन. देन सेकेंड पॉइंट, ज्यादा लालच नहीं करना चाहिए. वी शुड नॉट बी ग्रीडी. लालच मीन्स ग्रीडी. ज्यादा लालच नहीं करना चाहिए. वी शुड नॉट बी मोर ग्रीडी. एंड नेक्स्ट वन, अकेले में भी हमें खुशी से रहना चाहिए. इवन दो वी आर alone, we have to be happy in ourselves. Then साथ ही कठिन परिस्थितियों में भी हिम्मत नहीं हारना चाहिए. In any critical situation you should not lose your braveness, your courage, और उसका डटकर मुकाबला करना चाहिए. And you have to face it with full courage. So that was the meaning of the last question. So what was the question? Last question. What is the message given by the poet? And what was the message? It was like first thing that how the bird was satisfied with the food grains what it gets. So even we have to be satisfied with what we get. That is the first sentence. See, इस कविता के माध्यम से कवि यह संदेश देना चाहते हैं कि हमें संतोषी स्वभाव का होना चाहिए. We have to be satisfied with the food what is available at your house. Next one, ज्यादा लालच नहीं करना चाहिए. And you should not be more greedy. That is with regard of food itself. And second thing, अकेले में भी हमें खुशी से रहना चाहिए. Even though we are alone, you should not be sad. You should not be disappointed. You have to be happy in yourself. And like how the bird was alone in the whole forest, but still it used to sing with great joy. So that was the context there. And the last sentence that कठिन परिस्थितियों में भी हिम्मत नहीं हारना चाहिए. हिम्मत मीन्स courage. नहीं हारना चाहिए means should not lose. So you should not lose your courage even in difficult situations. और उसका डटकर मुकाबला करना. Strongly you have to fight against the problems. Okay?